Hey, good people. It's your girl, Shy 1000 here. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Listen, today's the first day of the new year. I'm so happy that I get to rock out with you guys. We've been kicking it for a couple of months now. Since March 2025, you guys have been holding me down, enjoying the content. Subscribers are going up. We are over 100 subscribers now, and I appreciate your support. I just wanted to start this newsletter with some gratitude as we go into the new year. And so, today, I'm going to be talking about for this entire month, we're going to be talking about goal setting and what does that look like for you. So, I do a program every year, which is called RestorHER Goal Setting Masterclass. And I'm inviting you guys to participate in it this year. It's taking place on January 6th, and all the details will be at the bottom of the newsletter. I'm not going into that because it's not necessarily like I'm trying to sell you on it. I just wanted to tell you about that because what I'm talking about today is what I'm going to go in depth on in the class. And today I wanted to share about heart goals and SMART goals. Have you ever heard of a heart goal? I'm sure you've heard of SMART goals, but have you ever heard of heart goals? Most people know that SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. They give us structure and clarity. And so they help you answer questions like, what exactly am I doing? By when? And how will I measure my progress? So those are SMART goals. And those are really strategy based. Most people do SMART goals when they're doing their New Year's resolutions and when they are doing work stuff, right? But when you think about your heart and like really the goals that align with your heart, those are going to be value based. So if you've never heard of heart goals, I want to tell you, I think this is where a lot of people do get stuck at. SMART goals tell you what to do, where heart goals lead into the why, which is also connected to my book recommendation this month. And it's starting with why, Simon Sinek. So definitely check that out. But let me go back to heart goals. So heart goals are rooted in meaning and alignment. It's all about your values. Like, what is your why? What do you value? Why do you value it? And then how do you align accordingly? So the H for the heart goal is going to be help yourself. And that's going to be thinking about, will this goal truly support your well-being? Will it? Because if it doesn't, then you might not need to make that a goal. And it's really about setting SMART and heart goals. It doesn't have to be one or the other, but it should be both. Because you should be strategizing, yes, but you should be feeling good in your heart as well and getting fulfillment from it all. So, E is going to be empower yourself. What mindset or belief needs to shift? Like, what limiting belief do you have about yourself that you should have left in 2025, right? Like, it's a whole new year. I know it was just a day, but it's a whole new year. And because it's a whole new year, we have to shift our mindset because shifting our mindset is going to help us achieve more and lean in to growth. A growth mindset is what we should be aiming for in all things. So when you think about empower yourself, what mindset or belief needs to shift or just be eliminated, okay? And then the A is going to be all your people. How does this impact your relationships or your community? So, when you think about your goals, are you thinking about your relationships as it relates to your goals? Or are you just thinking about everything you want to achieve over the next 12 months? That's another thing. Our goals should really be tinging or hinging towards every 12 weeks versus 12 months. You can do so much more in 12 months if you broke your goals down into 12 weeks. I'll get into that later though. So, the R is going to be resources and responsibilities. How will you steward your time and your money during this next year? That's not something we talk about a lot. Sometimes we set financial goals, but we don't talk about the stewardship of the thing. How do we know that we're doing it well? How do we know that we're honoring where we're spending our money if we're not stewarding it? So, resources and responsibilities is all about stewardship. And so then the T is going to be trade and talent. And it's going to be about thinking, does this use of your gifts and strengths align? So are you using your gifts and your strengths in your trade and your talents? And you got to think about it. Most of the time, we just do the thing that's easy, or we try and just put so much stuff on our plate that we're not always walking in our gifting. And that's important. So don't keep piling your plate so that it's this high and this is your plate, but that's this high. But you want to make it so that your plate makes sense. Is it sustainable? Are you going to burn out if your plate's this high? More than likely, yes. So I want you guys to think about that. So heart goals connect your goals to your values, your purpose, and your emotional wellness, which is where lasting motivation and intrinsic joy come from. It's really not about just adding stuff so you can tick off the boxes and say you've achieved this, because that's going to be more superficial. And we're going after fulfillment in 2026. This is our thriving season. This is our joy filled season. Like, we left all the stress in 2025. 2025, y'all, was a year. It was a year. And I don't want that package edition year in 2026. I don't want that package. Lord, don't sign me up for that package because I don't want it. What I do want are the things that are going to help me grow. But what I'm clear about is that resilience is also built in adversity. So sometimes I'm going to have to go through things to build my resilience. And sometimes I'm going to have to go through things to get the lessons. But if I'm prepared and living intentionally, then my SMART goal and my heart goals are going to go together so that I can live a life that is really one set up for success across the board in every area of my life. My faith, my family, my finances, and my fulfillment are all going to be impacted by that. And so I really just wanted to share this with you guys because SMART goals without heart goals can feel really rigid and exhausting and empty. And I know we all have our planners. We all wrote down our goals, and some of us might not have yet. I know there's going to be a lot of vision board parties. I personally don't do vision boards, but that's because I'm doing SMART and heart goals. So I want to encourage you to join me so that you can learn more about SMART and heart goals, because heart goals without SMART can feel inspiring, but they're not grounded. And you're like, I'm so aspirational and I'm so inspired, but nothing has a timeline. And so we want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. So when you combine these two, you create goals that are clear and meaningful, and they're actually sustainable. And that's what we want. We want a life that is sustainable so that, one, again, we don't burn out, but that we also don't need a vacation so that we can escape the life we're building. We want to build a life we don't need a vacation from, because that's where all the goodness is happening. And so I want to invite you guys, as you set goals this month, I invite you to ask both questions. Is this goal SMART enough to guide me? That's one. And heart-centered enough to sustain me. Okay? So I want you to think of this as the Enjoy EQ way. It's clarity, alignment, and peace as you grow. And so, guys, until next month, I hope this makes sense to you. And again, I'm inviting you to join me for the RestorHER Goal Setting Masterclass taking place on January 6th at 7 p.m. You're going to see the link at the bottom of your newsletter. Hopefully you can make it, and hopefully you learn how to set goals in a completely new way and live a life that you don't need an escape from, and that you're able to do more and feel more within your soul and feel fulfilled as a result. And until next time, it's your girl Shy 1000. I am so grateful for all of y'all. 2025 was a doozy, but I know 2026 is going to be better. And I can't wait to do it with you guys. So I'll see you guys in February. And if you haven't noticed, I have no makeup on today. I encourage you guys to show up as yourselves each and every day as often as possible. We put on makeup sometimes because it enhances our looks, but it's not necessary. You are beautiful just as you are. Bye, guys.